So to me, it seems like the 990 V6s aren't selling as well as New Balance hoped, and obviously the market at the moment is kind of up and down. But I've been finding like there's quite a lot of these on sale at the moment, and basically almost sort of half price or less than half price, which is good for me in my opinion, because I'm a big fan of this model, and I'm kind of glad I sort of waited before grabbing it. And this was the black pair, so basically they were half price. I think I paid 110, maybe £100 for these, and just a sort of standard 990 V6, and good for winter time really. Obviously it's not going to keep you protected against the elements, and it's not going to keep you warm, but in the sense of it being the black colorway, it's very good for sort of the winter time. And it's got kind of nice materials on there as well, which you'd expect for a £220 sneaker. But I kind of like this colorway as well because of the fact that it's just sort of monotone black with kind of sort of grey, sort of silver panels laid on top. And I think this panel here might even be sort of 3M because it seems quite sort of reflective and in the light. And basically I'm just a big fan of this shoe. It's really nice to wear and really comfortable, very neutral on foot, and basically because it's got Fuelcell in there as well, it kind of almost feels like it's doing the walking for you. So it's a really nice sort of easy to wear sneaker, and kind of my go-to really. And it's just basically if I want to wear a sneaker and kind of looking which one to wear, this is the sort of most comfortable and most neutral kind of trainer to wear. And yeah, just definitely a big fan of these 990 V6s, especially on half price. So here are the details for the New Balance 990 V6 black, grey, white. It comes in a black, grey, white colour scheme, and it has basically in the midsole it has a Fuelcell in there, so it allows you to sort of move faster from your heel to toe, so you can sort of basically run quicker or walk quicker, and it just gives you that sort of lift off, which works really well in my opinion. And then it also has kind of the New Balance Encap. Basically they call it a dual density midsole, and it's basically allows for more sort of comfortability and sort of shock absorption. And they're kind of made up of sort of suede and mesh upper, mainly mesh though, and the price is £220. So in terms of comfort and sizing, these have a medium sole, so they have a bit of give to them, but it's mainly kind of giving you sort of more sort of runner vibes I suppose. But it does feel sort of comfortable and feel very sort of neutral, and same with the arch as well. Even though it's a runner, it does feel that there's enough support there, but it just feels like you can sort of wear them all day without having sort of any kind of fatigue or any kind of issues. And because of the mesh upper, you've got kind of no wearing time really. And I think sort of true to size is good on these, and basically after about 5 to 6 hours they do loosen up more as well. And if you wanted to, you could go up half size. And basically they have good traction for a runner, especially because it's like one of the most recent New Balance entries. It's got really good traction. So in terms of the look and style, this one's basically a plain sort of black colorway, and I like the kind of silver sort of grey hits that it's got on there, and very much sort of tuned for winter. Even though it's a mesh runner, it's still kind of great for sort of running in the autumn winter time as well, but it's not going to keep you waterproof. And with this one, because like I said, because it's a black colourway, you can kind of wear them all seasons, so you're not going to have any kind of issues with that. And I think you can kind of dress them up casually; they work well. But they do look more of a runner shoe rather than sort of past New Balance models, and maybe that's because it's more of a sort of recent one that's been released, and that's why it looks more sort of like a today's runner versus some of the older ones that they've released over the years. That they kind of now look like that they're passable as sort of smart casual wear. So basically it comes with the black and grey laces, so you should be good to go on that. So in terms of the pros, I think I like the dark colourway on this one as well, so it's just great for winter. It's just a no fuss trainer, and it's also very lightweight, so I find them lightweight even though they look kind of chunky and heavy, but I find them very good to sort of walking around. It might be the kind of the Fuelcell effect as well, and basically like I said, they're comfortable as well, so they're kind of one of those trainers that you can kind of pretty much wear all day and be okay with. It would be one of my go-tos that if I had to go on holiday, I'd probably either take these or the 1906Rs. And they have great quality material, so even though it's a sort of mesh runner, the suede on there is really nice. terms of cons, the cost is really high on this. 220. I know it's a new model, but it's also priced above sort of a Nike Invincible Run 3, for example. So I think the price would need to be lower, in my opinion, a lot lower. So I think probably it's reasonable to sort of say £160, but they do use nice materials. I would say that's the difference between New Balance and other manufacturers. But however, with my pair, I did have sort of loose threading, more so than usual. So, which is a surprise for me because the other 990 V6s I've had have been pretty much perfect. So in terms of the ratings, I still give the look and style a 5 out of 5. It's just a nice sort of simple black colourway that you can kind of pretty much wear with anything, and they won't get ruined that quickly either. And the comfortability is a 5 as well. It's one of those trainers that is different in terms of comfortability compared to, let's say, a 1906R, but it's still, you can wear this trainer all day and not have any issues. And in terms of quality, I'll give that a 4. I think, like I said, because of the loose threadings and issues that are on there, it kind of doesn't sort of bode well. Usually with New Balances, you don't kind of have those issues. And the pricing, I'll give it 3. It's just priced way too high. I think they need to make it cheaper, especially in this current climate. But overall, I still give it a 5 stars because of the fact that it's a nice silhouette. It's a new one. It's a black colourway, so you can't go wrong, and the comfortability is really great. And if you can get them at a good price, then even better. And that's the reason why I'm giving it a 5, because I got mine for sort of less than half price. But I don't know if I'd be paying $220 for them.